Oh, feels good, fellas. Feels good to sit here in all my glory for the second consecutive year as your league champion in my league. Go figure. But do the math. Go look at it. Maybe you guys should pay attention this year during the draft process to see what a champion, the way a champion thinks and processes information and comes to decisions that leads him to ultimate glory. Shout out to Luke Queen, newest addition to the league, our league trophy. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet, but I'm going to add some kind of flair to the trophy here. Encourage future champions, if there are any future champions, to do the same. And we'll just kind of start a tradition with that. So, Luke, appreciate it. Little recap, if we will, if I may, on past history. Believe it or not, this is our eighth season. League was established in 2012. Al MIA Severin was our first champion. I have been in the league all 8 years. There's been several others of you who have. Some of them come and go. We have a pretty good core here, so I'm looking forward to this year and many more. Little announcement also for your draft strategy. This is going to be the last year that we don't have a keeper. Next year we'll be doing a keeper. So think about that with your first pick, especially because chances are that's a pretty good chance of that's who's going to be your keeper. I'm going to put a rule: you can only keep a keeper for 2 seasons. So that way guys get recirculated. If there's somebody who ends up being a stud for 10 years, we don't want the same person to be able to have that stud every single year. It just seems only fair to have two. So that's how that's going to work. Sorry, this is a little late. Better late than never. Justin Kennemer does a very advanced one of these in his other league all the time. That does a lot of statistics and he has props and the whole thing's floating in his pool. I didn't have the time for all that this year, so maybe I'll try to get a little more creative next year. But we're going to keep this pretty simple. We're going to go through. I'm going to just recap what happened last year for just a reminder of who's in the league, where they fell, all that sort of thing. Also for divisions, I'm just going to rotate the names north, south, east, west as we pick them 12-1, so we can shake up the divisions, kind of make that a little fresher there as well. And divisions work just the way they would in the NFL itself, with 4 division winners and then 2 at-large bids, if you will, wild cards. So 6 teams, half the league. In essence, goes to the playoffs every year, with the first and second seeds having the bye in the first week. So without further ado, we'll just kind of get to it here. I have just a bowl of little yellow folded up pieces of paper. There's Casey. There's 12 of them in here, everybody's name. I'm just going to kind of put the bowl here, dig in there, and just pull them out one by one. And we'll just kind of add it as we go and get this order underway. So, so we got I did want to point out one other statistic: 7 champions total of those 8 years. I'm sorry, 6, with me being the only 2-time champion. James was also a champion. Want to give a shout out Ryan Lowe. Believe it or not, who remembers that Ryan Lowe was a champion in this league? But unless the ESPN's lying, which I don't think they are, he was apparently. So as I mentioned, we had Al previously. We had John Lester as a previous champ, and then RIP, Mr. Black Jesus, with the second year league champion out there in Colorado with Casey these days. So here we go. A little recap of what happened last year. Bringing up the rear, as he does in real life as well. My embarrassment of a brother, Kurt Hein, the Texas Taco Tasters, 12th place. You got no kids. You got a Monday to Friday job. You got no excuses as to why you're coming in 12th place. So hopefully you can, maybe get up to 11th place this year. So there you are, number 11, Keith 757 Deschette. More like deterred there at 11th place. So expect more out of you as well. Dr. Kennemer, not the first year impression I'm sure that you were looking for. So let's try to maybe pay attention, see what your league champion does. Might be a good strategy moving forward. Down in Florida, the Florida Fornicators, Mr. 9, Jonathan Lester, pretty mediocre by his standards, usually somewhere in the top 5 or 6. A couple times there. Like I said, former champion. Try to get into the top half. Let's see and make a playoff run this year, buddy. We got number 8, Ryan Lowe, the Concords. Pretty middle of the pack, kind of as per usual with you. It's kind of the standard. Number 7, James Atkins, Mr. Mexico. Time for an update, buddy, on that team name. Chip Kelly sucks. Chip Kelly's like playing he's a high school coach, I think, now. So time to move on from that. Number 6, our last place in the playoffs, if you will. Matt Harrell, Silver Fox, another one of our newer members. Nice playoff run there. Number 5, no one likes more ding dong than this guy. You all know him as Casey. I know him as Casey Sokol. The Pookie Noodles. Can't be any gayer of a name either. So, but did make the playoffs last year. So credit to him. He does actually seem to know what he's doing. But speaking of someone who doesn't know how they're doing, what they're doing, and how the hell he got in 4th place, I don't know. But that was Mr. Bobby Digital, the Bad News Bob's, making a playoff appearance and losing the consolation game, but still a nice season. Number 3. Free Zeke Scrooge Gazelle. What kind of team name is that? It's just horrendous for one, because it features the name of an awful person in Ezekiel Elliott. But that's Mr. Dave Cyphers, as I mentioned, back to health. But fell a little short last year. He's gonna whine about Kareem Hunt. Listen, buddy, I'm on to you. You did not draft Mahomes to be your starter. I know who you drafted. You drafted my man down there in Texas. I know exactly what you were up to. So anyway, better luck this year. Luke, we won't add any details to it. There's already been some discussion about, where he ended up. But Luke Queen, there he was at number 2. Nice season. And then again, myself as your champion. So without further ado, here we go. We're just going to go ahead and start picking names out of this thing. Again, there's just pieces of paper folded over. I'm just going to pick them up and write them down. And here we go. All right, so number 12. And the first member of the North, Jay Schless. That's John Schlester there, if you guys couldn't tell. So Lester has the number 12th and 13th pick of your 2019 NFL draft. All right, number 11, and a member of the Southern Division, Dr. Cannemer, number 11. So you'll have the number 11 to number 14th picks, and you are the first member of the South. All right, number 10. The 10th pick overall in the NFL draft that's Matt H. That's Matt Harrell. My name is Matt Hein, as you'll see on the tag, but that's Mr. Matt Harrell, the Silver Fox, checking in at number 10. And he is the first member of the Eastern Division. All right, so we got the first 3 in. Go to number 9. So rounding out the back half of the draft is that's Matt's Matt. So back into the bowl, Mr. James Adkins at number 9. James, a very challenging player. Probably thought he had as good a shot to win last year as anybody, but fell a little short when that mattered most, unfortunately. So here we are. James Baby Daddy Adkins falls in as the first member of the Western Division. Here we go. With number 8 overall is Kurt. First in your playbooks, last in your heart. Number 8 is Kurt, and he joins Jonathan Lester in the Northern Division. All right, so we're moving on. We're into number 7. Your boy, holler at him, Matt Hein. There, number 7, right where I like to be, right in my sweet spot. Not good for you. Bunch of losers. Here we go. Number 6. All right, so we're in the first top half of the draft here. We got 6 names remaining. Here we go. Number 6 is David Cyphers. Checking in at number 6. And you are joining Dr. Kennemer in the Southern Division. All right, number 5, Lucas Queen. And number 5, Luke, the 5th hole. He is all about 5 holes and such. All right, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Luke, you join Matt Harrell in the Eastern Division. All right, on to the top 4. Here we go. Number 4, Ryan Lowe. Ryan goes in 4 spots. That gives us 3 spots left. Ryan joins James in the Western Division. 3 names left. Here we go. Number 3, Pookie Noodles. Casey Sokol. You have the 3rd pick of the NFL draft. All right, 2 names remain. Keith Maston, number 2. That's not 2 drafts. You've had number 2 pick overall, which means Bobby Digital is your first pick of the NFL draft. So, Digital. All right, and he goes into the I got it. Anyway, all right, I'll sort out the divisions later, but there's your picks. We got Lester 12, Doc 11, Matt Harrell 10, James 9, Kurt 8, Matt Hein 7, Cyphers 6, Luke 5, Ryan 4, Casey 3, Keith 2, Bobby Digital number 1. You're on the clock. See you guys tomorrow at 8:30.